Hello, everyone. It's time for my next episode of my Reign of Giants Let's Play series, where I'm doing Reign of Giants and Shipwrecked. There's been a time skip, but if you're watching this later, there probably isn't because I'll put them back in order. But there's a couple episodes I haven't uploaded before this, so I'm starting the live stuff right now because I don't have time to edit the other stuff. So just so I could do a stream today, as I promised, we'll do a short stream. You can ask any questions you want. Hop in the chat; it'll display on the screen, so people will know what you're talking about. Other than that, watch, enjoy. Currently, we're in monsoon season and shipwrecked. We're overcharged just basically forever. Um, if this is the right world, is it? Is it the right world? It is probably not. No, this can't be the right world. All right. So I don't really know which world it is, and maybe I should have checked. The robot, I would say, is the best character. And while I do this, let me explain why WX78 is the best character. The best stat in the game is speed. Is it? Oh, Shipwrecked Reign of Giants, this one. Okay, I was like, why day 29? I figured if I passed that. Which would make sense because you wouldn't be in monsoon season on day 25. So the WX78 is the best character because he's the fastest character, and he has free light, which frees up an inventory slot. So inventory slots are actually pretty huge. So his speed is inventory slot. He has the highest stats in the game. Once you know what you're doing, it becomes very, very easy to upgrade yourself in the first couple of days. If you watch this series, you'll see that I became fully upgraded very, very fast. So basically what I need to do now is I need to explore and find the volcano. So I'm going to go like kind of zigzaggy through here. And did I make a boat repair kit? Because that's going to be an issue if I didn't make a boat repair kit. I don't think I did. I might have to hop back over to the other world and do some stuff if I didn't make a boat repair kit. Because my boat will not last forever. But let's explore a little first. So see how fast I'm going? This is crucial, being able to go this fast. And my stats are incredibly high. The faster you can explore, the faster you get to see everything, and you want to see a lot of stuff. It'll be summer the next time I come through, but I have a umbrella, so it's not an issue. It's a non-issue. However, I do want to find the volcano before summer, if possible. And I need to find the casino machine too. So I'll need to explore any beaches like this, preferably smaller. So like this is an ideal place for it to be. And then like things like this have pretty good chance. And then big open ocean segments for the volcano. So this is good. This beach, I'll explore this real quick. See how fast I'm running? This is without coffee, and we're gonna do some crazy stuff for coffee. So there's a mandrake here, couple mandrakes. Ooh, a bunch of mandrakes. Basically, I don't want to tussle with them right now because it's nighttime. But I'm gonna remember this island. I'm gonna come back. There's some monkeys right now, and I don't think they'll bother the mandrake. They're far away. I will probably play for about half an hour. I'm thinking. Do I have any light on me? I do have a torch, okay. So, at night, this is a little scary because boat damage. I need to figure out which ways the waves are going and only go in that direction. Or directions that are compatible with that direction. So, since they're going this way, I can go any way across this part of the screen. I don't want to hit waves and take massive damage. And this will keep me from getting wet. Wear it on my head. Completely immune to wetness. So I can walk through puddles like this. One thing I didn't expect, because I actually haven't played the combo of Shipwrecked Reign of Giants that much. This is my first time playing it. I have played both, but I haven't played a world where I've gone extensively between either. I've world hopped a little bit, but that was pre this version, and world hopping was a little different back then. It was kind of glitchy. So, do I have a weapon? I should have a weapon. I have a pretty bad hand bat. But that's fine. So I want to stay here for tonight because I have that hand bat. And I do think I have enough meat for another hand bat in fight. I don't have pig skin, though. So I want... some stingers. It'd be great to aggro this guy. All right, there we go. Ooh, that was too close. I knew it. So that's one of the problems with going fast sometimes is like, I know that was too close, but I couldn't stop myself in time. But you can, I mean, speed in this game is incredibly important. I hope I'm demonstrating that well. I mean, seriously, there's like nothing you can't do if you're like super fast. And we'll be going comically fast when we find the volcano and we get a bunch of But yeah, boat repair kit's what I need right now to keep up, so it's what I gotta get. Hey, what's up, fake Washington? Fakey, Ficrit. Man. These guys are just aggroing me halfway across the map. Yeah. They're undefended. Perfect. Right? So, like, peace. That easy. Alright. I have enough stuff to make a new alchemy engine, and one of the problems is if I go back over to the Rain of Giants, I can't actually prototype because you can only prototype the stuff I need here. You can't actually do it in a different world, even if you have the stuff and you've been to Shipwrecked, which I think they could stand to change, because it would actually be kind of cool if like just going to Shipwrecked kind of unlocked it so you could build stuff back there, but that's fine. It is a little annoying to have to jump back into Shipwrecked to prototype stuff. Yeah, I know. I saw you change your name. So that's not going to work on me. Not today, bitch. And well, I don't want to waste this, but also it's a non-issue because of how many student kits I can possibly make. But this won't degrade over time, so that's why I'm going to be wearing this. Hunger also is really great with, I was talking a little bit about how WX78 is amazing. One of the really awesome things is the high pools allow me to like go explore forever and basically not worry about food. And also he can eat stale food just as easy as normal food. And a lot of people think, oh yeah, well, that's fine. It doesn't really matter because you're not going to let your food go stale. Well, if you want to go explore like half of the map, it's super convenient to just be able to have your food and you can eat it while it's red and get the full benefit. You can carry a huge stack of food, not have to worry about bringing Ice Chester, and go all the way across the world. You can explore for like 20 days. Since you can't freeze, you can do it during the winter, and then you just eat every now and then. You eat like a meaty stew. And meaty stew doesn't last that long, but you can eat one on like day 10, like the day before it's spoiled, and get the full benefit while going super fast. Who's there, fake Washington? Who is there? Hey, Jove Morgado. What's up? Alright. Now I want to start to double back a little. Finding the volcano is very RNG. Even though I'm going super fast. It's one of the only ways I can get faster. I can wear a hat to be faster, too. Okay. Those display on your map. I'm going to hijack that at some point. If you think this is comically fast, you have seen nothing. Porpoises. No bottle. And I don't want to get, this might be the volcano. Nope. We don't have any coffee yet, Raphael, because we're looking for the volcano, because I didn't enter Shipwreck that long ago. It took me an absurd amount of time, if you watch the actual series on YouTube, to get enough living logs to make the thing. Alright. So we're going to double back real quick. At night is when the waves reverse, so they might be going the other way. Ideally, we always want to be traveling with the waves for speed purposes, but right now we're kind of going to have to deal with it. Especially because I would like to get back. I want to head back to here. So we're going to cut through and... the volcano, it's not something you can just like find. If you have a bunch of eyeglasses, you can try and kind of spread out and see where you could find it. But other than that, you kind of just have to reveal most of the map and then look for those big spots where you haven't revealed. I find it last a lot of the times. Except for one game where I found it first. That was a weird game. And since we already found our pelican friend, we don't need to explore every island, but knowing where every island is probably a good idea right now. Once we get coffee, we'll be so much faster that it makes more sense to explore every island when you have coffee. Okay, so we gotta find which way the waves are going without taking massive boat damage. Down. So now we're kind of going parallel to the island. Like this. It'll just kind of hold in this direction. There's really no dangers besides waves and drowning in the ocean. Also, taking this off would allow me to get overcharged more to this. If I get struck by lightning. And since I'm not really concerned about getting wet, when it's raining this heavy, you generally want to do that. You're a poo! We're not, again, not worried about this whatsoever. Being wet, our sanity is so high. When we eat this food, it's gonna basically restore it. Yeah, it might be lagging just a little bit, but that's fine. I can play with this. There we go. Any additional charge is ideal. So anytime it's raining this hard in the shipwrecked world, we definitely want to take our stuff off. And I'm willing to bet our crockpot's gonna get waterlogged pretty soon. We only have 8 more days of the season. There's plenty of stuff I can do elsewhere. Yep. So that's going to get waterlogged pretty soon. And this all got struck by lightning. We don't need any of this stuff, but we do need to get rid of some stuff. All right.
Yep.
So, we'll continue our shipwrecked adventures when it's convenient. What we'd have to do is you'd have to make one of these. We'd have to protect against rain, blah, 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 blah. A lot of work. What's a lot better than doing all that is to just not. And just come back when it's gone. At around day 56 when it starts to go away. We'll be full hunger, and then we can have stuff ready to make a boat repair station, and then we can go start exploring again. We're not really limited for time because we can survive basically no matter what at this point. So there's really no reason to like worry about time in this game once you've really gotten the hang of everything. I thought pigskin? Pigskin? Do I have pigskin? I should have pigskin. Anyway. We're going to put this back in here. Put that in there. That's going to rot. We keep the gears on us. That football helmet. We don't need the tam o' shanter. We're not going to need this umbrella probably. But it might rain, so we'll keep it. And we definitely don't need the torch. I don't know where this goes. I don't really have that much organization, and that's because I'm probably not going to stay in this world forever, so it doesn't really make much sense for me to like go crazy with that kind of stuff. This is for the summer, and when we find the dragonfly. Do I have my pipes? No, but I do have ashes. I could make ashes. Where's the... What's this called? The Glommer statue should have it. I'll see if it's there when I pass. Alright, so we got a helmet, which is good. We got our free light forever. And we're going to need one of these. And the tam o' shanter would be good. But let's go with this right now. Actually. So, cooking the stuff maximizes its freshness, so it'll last longer. Might make surf and turf, I think. And, we don't have a jerky field set up, and jerky's obviously ideal. There's my pan flute. Nice. I'll just gotta remember that. I don't really need to take Chester with me, because I'm not anticipating getting that much stuff. This is all weird with all the stuff I have. I have several tam o' shanters. Just in case, and we off. A lot of hunger and sanity, a lot of hunger. Actually, this is not really good. I definitely need more, pigskin on the pelican. Oh, that's good. Thanks for letting me know. I will be getting more right now, so. Alright, so we're going to fire farm a little so we can make a bunch of ham bats and stuff. And then we're going to go get more ancient guardian horns and more thulecite things. And that's basically all we need in this world right now. As you see, my inventory is kind of a mess. Like, I don't really know what's going on, but that's fine. Oh, wow. Fire farming. Basically all, when you're fire farming, you have to stay on the screen. I know it's kind of loud, because if you leave, it's going to burn everything that's currently on fire. So you gotta wait till it to go out. The absolute minimum. But we just gotta wait here. And I don't want to attack him. He's out of the fire, but you don't want to get close to the fire if you're not wearing fire protective gear. You could die. Guys are like, all right, what is with this? I do this live so people can ask questions about the game, and everyone's like arguing about knock-knock jokes, and last time everyone was, it's just unreal, man. Last time everyone's talking about my computer specs the whole time. All right, we're good. Now this should extinguish it eventually, now that it has the added help. See how it's like a lot? It's kind of almost getting it. Ooh. Close. Sometimes when they take breaks, they don't get it. Clay will never patch fire farms. People would be too pissed. They don't work and don't starve in the same way. They're kind of done with single player don't starve. So it would be very unlikely that they patch it. Alright, so we're done. So we just hold space. I put my phone on the space bar, and then we have a nice conversation. Anyone have anything to say? Ooh, fake Washington. That's hardcore. Them's fighting words. And we're about to go get ourselves like some crazy overcharge. Not that we didn't already have crazy overcharge. Yep, this is food and pigskin galore. It's pretty ideal. Basically, this is the ideal way to make food, and then you'd make it all into jerky so it lasts forever, but we're going to make meaty stew because we're playing WX78. WX78 is really good with meaty stew. How do I not have red feathers? What is this? And I don't have a good crown to wear, so I'll just wear the normal stuff. The football helmet is very protecting, and with a stack of grass, I can make a bunch more. Nothing's organized. I love it. We'll make 2 more and then we'll piece. Which one did I explore? I believe it might have been that one. This one's blocked off. No, it was this one. I remember now. So we're going that one next. We have 1 more. Okay, so we're going to have food for days, and sanity is not going to be much of an issue. But let's top it a little bit. I have a face camera. I don't use it for these because it would take up too much space on the screen. It's not the best face camera in the world, but that's fine. I don't want to waste inventory space. Every inventory slot possible is good for this. Yes, I realize this, but it's also you're referring to its right shift, and I don't actually want to reach across my keyboard to do that. And to me, it's quicker to grab it. A lot of people post a lot of stuff on my YouTube videos without reading any of the comments, which I guess is kind of how YouTube works. But it's annoying because I've answered like the same question like 300 times. If I rebound it to like left shift, then I would do it with my pinky. But since I don't want to reach across my keyboard because that means my hands aren't on my WSD keys. It would actually be really good to rebound that to like Z or something that I don't use. So let's do that at some point, so people stop asking. The live cameras are really good in games where it's gonna be fun. So like Overwatch, where you're like seeing someone react like, "What? I got killed!" But in this game, since I'm really trying to focus on explaining things that I'm doing, the live cam's not really gonna be beneficial, and that's why I'm not doing it. Good question, Terracera Position. That's honestly why I'm not doing it. And so you guys know, I'm going to be cutting this around 30 to 45 minutes, and then I'll be taking like a 5-minute break, and I'll be back. Or like a couple-minute break. Basically, I need to split the recording, so this is recording straight to YouTube. And I could just record this myself, post it to YouTube, and people could watch it, but this is so I can interact with people while I play. But I still want it to be episode length, like 30 to 45 minutes, which is kind of long for some people, but that's my episode length for these games, because otherwise you wouldn't get anything done in an episode. I don't want to do like 3 hours, because a lot of people like want to watch like a 30-minute episode and then be done, or watch a couple episodes. But basically, there's reasons why I don't want to do like 3 hours, because then people don't know where they were and stuff like that. So I'll be doing like 30 to 45 minutes. When I get to a good stopping point, I'll take a short break. If the break is like 10 seconds and the stream goes down for 10 seconds, it'll continue to record in the same stream. I don't know the exact time, but it's probably about a minute. And then I'll hop in the chat and answer questions, and then we'll be up in a minute again. And also what Fake Washington said. People think my home store runner poster looks like a dick, so they are constantly mean to me about that. Also, yeah, it would be great if I could edit out these loading screens, but audience interactions, what's going on in these loading screens? So you guys gotta take care of that, otherwise it's gonna be boring. Cause I can't like think of a million things to talk about. It is. It's a massive dick. As you can see, there's a massive dick right here in the background. It's massive, and white, blue, and red. Which isn't really the colors I imagine a dick to be, but whatever. Stimpy Stamp is your nickname? Alright. I'm not going to remember that, but okay. Sounds good. Alright, so how you change between Shipwrecked and Reign of Giants is when you create the world, it's going to ask you if you have Shipwrecked installed, if you want to make it compatible with Shipwrecked. If you're already starting in Shipwrecked, you don't have to do that. In Shipwrecked, you need to find it's like a boat. It looks like a novelty ride. You're going to find that structure. Or in Reign of Giants, you have to make a Shadow Manipulator, I believe, and then you're going to have to prototype it. It just looks like a novelty ride. It doesn't always take this long. The reason it's taking this long is my computer's not like a supercomputer. I might be getting some upgrades pretty soon. Hey Mag, what's up? Wow, 17 viewers. I think this is the most viewers I've literally ever had. So thanks for that, guys. Spam this link on all your Facebook. Get people to watch my videos. Do it! We're going to do one more episode after this. Or we might just make this an extended episode. Like an hour-long one, and then the next one will be not. Get ready to do this again in a couple seconds when I go down to the ruins, by the way. Alright, so see, raining. Want to do this. Alright, and we're going to forgo the speed boost so we can see better. I've never prototyped a normal shovel. I probably never will. Alright, so now that we're not wearing our headgear, we want to be really careful about, like, tentacles and stuff. We're going to have to be super careful. And, that's one of the great things about playing WX78 is his high health pool means you can basically, like, tank a shitload of hits without wearing armor, and you'll be fine. So, like, accidents, basically. It doesn't mean, like, don't wear armor. So you still want to wear armor because you're taking unnecessary health damage if you're not wearing armor. And being super careful where you're not taking any damage ever and practicing all the fights where you're not taking damage might be your own prerogative, but it's unnecessary because how armor works in this game. It's so easy to just put on a football helmet, which I can now make like 20 of right now, and just take negligible damage for a long period of time. So that's why I'm probably never going to do a 1 HP playthrough like some people do, because I don't see the point in playing the game like that because it's silly. You just play really, 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 really safe, and then it's easy. But you don't need to play safe because that's not the point of the game, in my opinion. 20 viewers. Most viewers I've ever had. Thanks, everyone, so much for watching. If you have any questions, hop in the comments. I will answer questions while I play. Otherwise, I'm just going to be talking what I'm doing while doing what I'm talking about. And now we're looking for the ruins. We want to look for spiders. Spiders or bunnymen. I don't actually have what's-his-face on me, Chester, so the bunnymen will get pissed off if they get close to me. In that situation, what I would do is I would just either kill them or I'm just going to run past them because I'm so fast. Normally, I would want Chester, but since I'm playing WX78, this will, Lucas, this will be automatically uploaded to YouTube. This is a live recording of an episode. Wow, I honestly kind of feel slow because I've been using my walking cane so much. Oh, that's because I ran out of overcharge. Yeah, this is what I was going to do, is get more overcharge. Which is good because I ran out. We're around day 50-something, which is good. That's exactly how much you expect to get, is around 50 to 70 days, depending on how many shrines you get. And we can pick these and we'll cook them when we make our campfires later. So this will go automatically to YouTube. I answered that. I will not do any tutorials or guides in the short term. I might eventually. There's plenty of guides you can find online for certain things if you look on YouTube, and a lot of them would be better than the guides if I made them. I will do a Don't Starve Together playthrough. I've actually already recorded about 2 hours of it, where I'm playing with some people who know a little less about the game, so I explain a lot of things in the playthrough. How to do things, etc. So now that we're not overcharged, we're slow as balls, which is annoying. But that's okay. We will get overcharged again. And for you people who are watching just now and haven't watched before, you'll see how that's going to happen. It's going to be pretty easy. The first one is a little more difficult because it's a lot easier when you're already overcharged to go down and do this, but when you're not, the slow speed and the no light makes it a little bit more difficult. I didn't make a bat an orphan. That bat didn't have any children. He told me about it. So now that we see these carrots, we know that we're in the Bunnyman people. And we gotta be careful now because, like I said, I could just outrun them, but I kind of can't outrun them that well because I'm a lot slower now. There's one down here. And I could drop this to keep them from hating me. Yeah, there's a lot of tutorials for this stuff. I don't really feel like making a tutorial on something like 10 people have made a tutorial on. I might someday just because it's fun to practice those skills of kind of making tutorials and editing, but for right now, I'm not really concerned about it. And what we could do, though, and we might do this depending on how long this takes, is we might try and skip Volcano season altogether and go in next year for Shipwrecked, because Volcano season is dangerous, and you could die. I try not to, but you could, and I don't want this playthrough to end with me dying. I try and be super careful, but it's difficult to be that careful, and I don't have a backup of a meat effigy right now, which I really want to be super safe as a backup of a meat effigy. We're also seemingly going to get trolled right now with one sec. No. We're going to get trolled with trying to get the ruins, it seems. There's a lot of times where, like, you don't really explore these because they often go nowhere, but sometimes they can link to another island. So it kind of makes sense to ignore them the first time through, and then, unfortunately, if you don't get what you're looking for, you have to go back and check every single one of them. So I'll show you what I mean. It's usually a dead end, meaning a waste of time to explore. It's probably going to go up and back like this. Okay. So it could be off any of these branches, but like I said, a little bit unlikely, so we'll go back and we'll hug this side and we'll see where that goes. I'm not going to waste my time killing worms. This is not fun. Listen in the comment section, do stuff. This is giving me my actual playthrough, so I'm not going to do stuff that's pointless like that. I don't actually need any glowberries right now, and they just stop following you if you leave the area, if you run fast enough. Alright, that's not the right kind of spider. But we're getting closer, because there's spiders. The reason I'm taking the meat suit out of my inventory is because if you have any meat on you when you go past Bunnyman, they'll get aggressive and they'll start attacking you, which is a huge time loss. So what I'm doing is I'm holding it out near me so that if one like sneaks up and gets really close to me, I can drop it and it won't be in my inventory anymore. And I'll wait for him to leave, then pick it back up. And I want to be careful around these tentacles, because I stand to take some pretty damage, take a lot of damage if I stop walking for any reason and they hit me. But I also have this helmet that I can switch real quick like that. So like, if I feel like one's gonna hit me, I'll switch. So we could see this kind of up here. Hey, XL Putilus. Nice. My burps? I don't believe I've burped. I could be wrong, but I don't remember burping at any time. I noticed you. What do I get for it? Yeah, they do have vegan rage. They're weird about it. That's why I usually exterminate them. Just because I don't agree with them. Just in general. But we don't have time for that right now. Alright, so this is probably going to be a dead end. And then we want to come up here and kind of explore around there. We can go up there too. And then if nothing works, we still have to go like check all these white parts, and that's really bad. When you're doing like this normally, there's a point at which I would almost actually reset because of how obnoxious the map is. Because it only takes about a day to get in here, but it can take forever to find the ruined sinkhole, and you don't want that. I know it seems like counterintuitive to reset, but you have to come all the way out too. And if it's like, it can literally take like 10 days in game to like explore the entire map. Don't Starve mobile version on your channel. How's it going, Lil Terrarian? What are you, like, counting my burps? What is this? Alright. These stalagmites are indicative of spiders and bats, so I'm thinking there might be some spiders down here. They just might be really thin. There we go. Sometimes they have these really thin biomes. These thin biomes usually are not going to get a ring, the ruins sinkhole in. It's usually these like really, really thickly, densely populated ones. But still, when you get the spiders, you want to kind of try and explore as much as possible because you're close. And a lot of these spider biomes have these weird spindly things off, dividing them. I'm trying to find the ruins sinkhole, which is the entrance to the ruins, basically, from the caves, so that we can go and get an ancient guardian horn, and we can also overcharge ourselves a bunch. You can manage your sanity. Hi, Alex Cartwate. You can manage your sanity multiple ways. One way is you can pick a bunch of green mushrooms, and then you can stop to eat them. You pick them, don't dig them, so that you don't ruin the hole where they come from. And then you can eat them when you need more sanity. You can also do that with a bunch of food. You can bring a bunch of jerky down if you're later in the game and have a bunch of jerky. You can also wear a tam o'shanter if you have one. I do have one, but I didn't bring it for inventory space reasons. If you get the Glommer to follow you down here, he can help you with sanity a little. There's a lot of ways to manage your sanity. You can kill these guys. That'll increase your sanity. See, like these not dense ones aren't really going to have what we're looking for. Yeah, it's cooked green ones. So I'm going to show you later if you keep watching. Basically, you pick the green ones. If you eat them when they're not cooked, it's going to lower your sanity by 50, which is good if you want low sanity. And if you cook them and eat them, it's going to increase your sanity by 15, but you're going to lose 1 health. So don't do it if you have 1 health left, but we have 350, so we're fine. And other than that, eating jerky, you can bring down Surf and Turf if you have Shipwrecked, which is really easy to make. We also haven't found any lanterns. Running out of light is something that's very, very infrequent when you do this. But it does happen. I have gone to the point where I explore like half a map without finding. See, like this. Only light bulbs down here and up here. Like you can explore like so far, and you have like a stack of 20, and you eventually will run out if you don't replenish. So if I was doing this my first time and hadn't already gone down and it didn't have the ingredients for a Hambat, I would go over there and grab a tentacle spike from that massacre. But we don't need to worry about that now because we have ingredients for a Hambat. Ooh, actually, I put my sacks of meat away, so we don't have ingredients for Hambat, which means I need to do that. Whoops. That sucks. No tentacle spike down there. Well, I can improvise. This will be like a true first run through because we don't have a Hambat. Surf and Turf is very good food to eat. Alright. The spyglass will work on Reign of Giants, but you have to get it in Shipwrecked, and you can't make it in Reign of Giants. Once you get it, Surf and Turf is a recipe you can make in the crockpot. You need meat and seafood. With a certain value of meat and seafood you need, it's a lot easier to do if you have Shipwrecked because you get the big fish meats from Shipwrecked, and those count as a couple meat and one meat and 2 seafood or something. You need those basically, and then you do like 2 of those 2 meats. It's a very, very easy recipe to do for it. So this is one of the reasons like it kind of sucks to do this live, is that, or just in general not pre-recording and being like, I don't like that, and backing up your save file, which I talked about in my AMA, is because you may spend a very long time looking for something just because you're unlucky. You can look up all the recipes for the crockpot in the wiki, and I suggest you do so because learning from a video is probably, someone will probably get it wrong or something like that. I know off the top of my head I won't be able to tell you exactly what the recipe is. I just burped again. But see how our food's getting low? I mean, we just literally like meaty stew. Done. We can do that 3 more times, and this won't go bad because I'm WX78 and I don't care. I can eat it when it's red. So all these little perks just work together to make the character basically amazing, because if I were to run out of light... Ooh. If I were to run out of light... There we go. Light. So I can't die. If I ran out of light and I had no other solution, I would literally just take off my hat. It's obviously not ideal to be taking that damage, but it's better than dying. And this guy will harass me for a length of time until he eventually despawns. See, like, this is kind of... This probably heads up there. So we have a weird branchy map, which you'll get. And those kind of suck because you never know if you missed the entrance to the ruins just by like a little bit. Answer some questions. This map is default. Someone's from Narnia, I guess. If you want to make a base with walls, should I make wood ones first and then upgrade to stone, or should I wait until I can make stone walls? I don't like to normally answer questions by like you shouldn't do that. You should definitely, first of all, use stone and not wood. But you also shouldn't make a base with walls, because there's really no point in the game to making a base with walls. It doesn't actually really protect you from anything. Seeing as this is not a turret defense game, you can't like put walls and then turrets so things can't get you. The hounds will just destroy your walls and then they'll come and kill you. Making walls basically makes it harder for you to get out of your base. And wood walls are a fire hazard, so you don't want wood walls around your base because they can catch on fire from multiple things and spread to the rest of your base. So don't make a base with walls. There's no point. If you actually want to wall your base off so people can't get you, the only way to do it would be to use something that things can't destroy, so bones. If you were playing Don't Starve Together, the method would be to have someone die and then revive them and use their skeleton to, and then like they stand right next to their skeleton and they do it again because mobs won't attack the skeletons, they can't move through them. Or you can use burnt trees, which you can't actually technically plant close enough together to make a wall that people can't get through, but there's a glitch you can use where you can plant a bunch of trees close enough together and then wait for them to grow and then burn them to burnt trees. And mobs won't be able to pass through that either. And if you have to wall off your base, you have to leave a space for you to get into your base which means things will just go through that space. Seeing as there's no gates in this game, there is gates, I believe, maybe in Don't Starve Together. They might have added them or might not have. I don't know. There's no gates, though, so there's no point. If the only way to get in and out of an area that's walled off is to use a wormhole. Unless you want to glitch over the walls constantly, which you can do, but it's annoying to do. You have to go fast enough to walk over them. Which is pretty fast, by the way. Stones are not easily renewable, but they are definitely renewable. The main takeaway is that there's no point to walling off your base. It doesn't provide you with anything. And it takes a huge amount of time to do. When you use walls, walls are generally used to like wall off a farm or something. And for the door, what you do is you make a grass wall that you can hit with you can punch and then repair with the cut grass. So if you want to wall off some beefalo to keep them contained, or if you want to make any kind of farm using like a hound farm, or you want to make a bunnyman farm or a pig farm. Hey, what's up, Rob? Then you would need walls, and you'd want to use stone, because once again, wood is a fire hazard and can get struck by lightning. Hey, Kenny Lou, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, like, Jesus. This just sucks. Sometimes you find it, like, immediately. In my last thing I was doing with my other playthrough, I found it almost immediately. It's going pretty good. I gotta stop recording about 7 minutes and then go to work and stuff, which kind of sucks. Yes, so the tooth trap thing, don't do it. Not a good idea. Thanks, Evandro Andrade, for subscribing. Take your tooth traps and plant them all in a big field in a big circle, and then when the mobs come to attack you, run through the tooth trap field, and then run around it, and then run through it again, and they'll all get killed by it. The problem with the thin walls is if they overwhelm your tooth traps, they'll be in the area you need to escape your base, and you'll just be stuck in a small base with a bunch of hounds in it, and they'll kill you. So you don't want to do that. You absolutely don't. The proper method would, to me, make a field of tooth traps and just stand in the middle of it. It takes a little more tooth traps, but every one of your tooth traps are going to be utilized anyway, and then you're going to reset them. So it's not like it matters the amount you're using. That's the amount of value you get. But and another thing is mobs can actually run over tooth traps and them not activate, which sounds kind of weird, but you can have a mob run over your entire tooth trap field and not get hit by a single one, especially if they're like in their flinch animation after they got hit by one. So you can have one run in to your base, and you get hit by like two tooth trap, and you'll be in your base. And then if all of them do that, you have a bunch in your base. So you have to try and leave your base without getting hit. It's completely unnecessary. Bye, Toxic Junior. Have a good day. If you want to try it, be my guest, but I'm just warning you that it's not a great method to dealing with that. I could show you my method in another world. If you want to watch my first series, I have a method for dealing with the hounds. In this series, I probably won't deal with them the same way. Yeah, and putting a fire pit in the middle allows you to have light, or later in the game you just have a lantern, and you just run up and you turn on the lantern when you hear the hounds coming, so you have light to run around. The tooth traps do not catch on fire. They cannot. They are immune to fire. Even if firehounds die next to them, or they get struck by lightning. So see how my sanity is getting actually pretty low? It's because I've been down here forever. I did not expect to be down here for this long. I could take a trip back up to the surface if this continues. It could be right here, and that's why I'm going to have to explore back up, because I'm going to hate myself if it is up there. If the tooth traps were flammable, that'd be actually really bad. Another thing, too, with the base, I know I keep talking about it, but there's so many reasons why you don't want to do it. You wouldn't be able to put anything flammable near your base because in the summer, if you're playing Reign of Giants, you're going to get firehounds, and when they run in your base and get killed by the tooth traps, they're going to light your base on fire. So you generally want to plant this tooth trap field a little bit from your base. And there's also a couple other reasons for that. One of them is tele-stacking, which we're going to talk about right now. If you unload an area and there's a bunch of items on the ground, if they're the same items and you load the area back up and they're in close enough proximity, they'll just be in a stack. So after you run through your tooth trap field, you go back to your base, and then you come back and all your meat and all your houndstooth will be stacked if it's far enough away from your base. And then you don't have to waste time picking them all up, you just pick up 2 stacks. It won't be 2 stacks because it'll be spread pretty thin, but across the field. It'll be a couple stacks, but versus like 20. Later in the game when you have that many hounds. Alright, so clearly over here is something. So it's probably down here. It's probably going this way, but it also could be over here. So we're going to go this way first because that's kind of... Actually, we'll do that because this is closer to down there. Kind of a boring episode. I apologize for that. There's really not much I can do besides predetermining the maps. This is kind of what you have to deal with if you're going to find the ruins, is sometimes you just won't find it. It's good I did this now, though, because if I ran out of overcharge a long time ago, it would have been much more annoying to have to do. If I did it earlier, I would still have overcharge. Yeah, RNG can be... And this is one of the reasons I'm not a fan of challenge runs of this game, and speed runs of this game as well. Some people do speed runs of bosses. It's a very, very RNG-based game, and it's not an RNG-based game like Diablo 2, where it's RNG and strategy. It's like RNG. Like, yes, you can have strategy, but finding a boss and killing them it's RNG. Like, you have to find where the boss is and activate him. That's like most of your run. And then the fight is a very small amount of your run. So I've done like an Ancient Guardian Rush, if you notice on my channel, and I only did it like 5 or 6 times. It was just kind of a fun thing to do because it's a really short one. It only takes like 10 minutes. People like think like an Ancient Hoard's a really hard thing to get, so to kind of show that it's not really that big a deal, I went and got it in like 2 seconds. These guys will actually probably follow me for like the entire map, by the way. I'll eventually kill them when I get to a spot with light. I don't have a weapon on me. And I'm not going fast. If I was going fast, they at all wouldn't be a problem. They're actually supposed to leave you alone after a certain length, but they just haven't. So normally these white things, exploring them grants you nothing. Alright, they're getting annoying. Oh my god. Why are they attacking so fast? They normally don't attack this fast at all. Like... Yeah, they normally don't attack that fast. I don't know what that was. If that's like a bug or something, that's why they're still following me. Normally they'll attack and then they'll fly away and try and circle around you and then attack again. But they were just like machine gun attacking. So it's probably not this way. So one of the problems with this game is you see this island. How the fuck do you get there? Right? We've explored all around here and all around here. So it could be up here and then all the way around here. Or it could be down here and then through, or down here. So that's where we're going next, is down here. But it's probably not up there, so it's probably somewhere down here. And it's very, very difficult to find This is why I was saying you would. It seems counterintuitive to reset because you've already explored so much. They usually will go like a little bit, like another full biome, and then they'll stop following you and they'll just leave. And I actually don't want to end this episode without finding the sinkhole, but it's kind of going long, and I don't like hour-long episodes, and I'm not going to take it off YouTube, cut it, and then re-upload it. But it's so annoying that I can't find the ruined sinkhole. I haven't even found single spiders, except for those 2. We're going to go one last area before I leave. Kind of try and hope it's down there. Once I know where it is, even if it's very far away. Let's see if this guy follows me forever. It also depends on distance, too. If you get a certain amount away from someone, they won't follow you anymore. So you can kind of try and use corners to lose people. Also, when they stop to shout, they get further away from you. Alright, I normally don't recommend digging these because it makes them non-renewable, but this world, we're going to reset eventually, and we're probably never coming in this sinkhole again after we're done here, so it's actually completely fine to do. Other than that, you can actually chop down mush trees, and those will regrow as long as you don't dig them, and those will give you green mushrooms. That's actually one of the best ways to do it in Don't Starve Together. And we have a little bit of extra logs. We have 2 extra logs. Because we need, or 4 extra logs actually, because we have 1 stored. So right now I'll show you that this is what you do. And once again, it'll take a while for these to spoil, but I can eat them up until they're red because I'm playing WX78. WX78 is the best character. It's very broken. Then when I drop 10 more, I'll eat this one. There you go. I could come back and do this again. There's a lot of them. A lot of them around here. I could do that several more times, and then you don't have to go back up to the surface and you're fine. The digging, like I said, not a great idea if you want to come back here a bunch of times or you're planning on basing here. It's good to have those green mushrooms there, but I'm not basing here, so it's not a non-issue. I will not be basing in this hole, of course, because you would want to base in a hole where the ruins... My max stats, 200, 350, and 300. Or 400, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Off the top of my head. It's either 400 or 350, something like that. It's pretty high. Oh. So if we just checked down here and fully explored it, we wouldn't have to come back. But there's no guarantee we would have found it. It's actually very unlikely to find it. They are not the same game at all. And I have to constantly tell people this in my comments. I have not been eating any gears. Gears are for emergency only. Don't Stay Together and Don't Starve are completely different. Okay, damn it. It was night, so I didn't have to worry about this, but now it's not night. I can't really explain all the differences in this video about trying to find the sinkhole. There's a lot, but to start, one single player and one's multiplayer. A huge one is you have shipwrecked. In this, you don't have shipwrecked and don't serve together. They added a bunch of stuff in Don't Serve Together that's not in their base game. There's adventure mode in base game and not in Don't Serve Together. A lot of the characters have different stats that have been adjusted for Don't Serve Together. Those are some major differences. I upgraded my stats to the maximum a long time ago. Like, literally when this playthrough started. There's a free version with less content. I hate that. I hate it when games do that. Is it? Like, it can't be that. That's too thin. It could be glitched. Or it could be here. If it's glitched, that'll actually be pretty cool, even though I wasted all my time, because I can show you how to deal with that. Oh, wait, what? The first version from 2013 definitely has sinkholes in it, and adventure mode. It doesn't have Reign of Giants content, but sinkholes is not Reign of Giants content. I didn't do it without consuming gears. You said you've been eating gears, and I haven't. Because I have a stack of gears on me, and I have not touched it. I ate gears on, like, day 2. And it's, like, day 60 or something right now. Oh, man, this is so annoying that I can't find this. You generally don't want to eat gears if you're already upgraded. Alright, well, I'm going to have to cut this because I do actually have to go. Unfortunately, I was not able to find the way down, or really any spider biomes. But when we come back, we'll try and fully explore the rest, and we'll see where that goes. Little things like that you don't have to worry about because they obviously can't go anywhere. Something like this could go to over here, and I'm going to assume it's probably up here unless it's right here. Man, you're really just not getting this. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching my stream. It's actually the most viewers I've ever had on a stream before, so I think that's really cool. And I think I'll continue to stream these in the future. So if you ever want to come in, you can go on my Discord channel, and that will tell you exactly where to go to see announcements for when I'm streaming. And you can also talk to me and ask me questions or ask me when I'm streaming. I will post the link in the description of this video, and I will also post it in the stream chat. So any of you in the stream chat, if you're interested, you can hop in. You can also subscribe to me, and it will tell you when I'm streaming. And if you want, you can like or you can watch my other videos. I guarantee you, if you watch my series on if you watch my series on Don't Starve, you will learn some things. Unless you're a master, in which case maybe you'll have a good time. There's a lot of Don't Starve stuff on YouTube, but I like my stuff. I think I'm good at explaining things, and I may say things wrong every now and then, but nothing too bad. And I always love to have people come on my stream and ask me questions about the game and talk to me. So that will be it for today, and I will probably be streaming tomorrow. Though I have some things I have to do, so we'll have to get to that when we get there. I maxed out at 21, and that was pretty good. Thanks for the subscribe, Leonore. I will actually, Tiago, I will show you. If you tune in next time, you'll see how I got so many gears. Or what you can do is you can start watching my series. It's the same name. It's the Reign of Giants Let's Play series. And you can go back to episode 1 on my channel, and you can see exactly what I did from step 1. I don't cut anything out of my videos, and I'm doing them live streaming now, so I won't be able to cut anything out. This is kind of like an extra long special first episode, but after this, it's going to be about 30-minute segments. So, thank you for watching my stream. I will post that link, as I discussed, in the stream chat. Thanks for the subscribe, Bright Sky. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will probably be back tomorrow.